players? It's the morning after with Nick and Big J. Welcome to Thursday. It's the 20th day of August, 2026. My name is Nick. Look at everybody. It's Big J.
Ta-da!
Hey, Big J. What's up, dude?
Not much, man.
Happy Thursday to you, huh?
Yeah.
How are you feeling on this particular day?
Just fine.
Yeah? One of those fair to Midland days, and we'll see where the day takes you, whether the mood goes sour or sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to do my best to keep you on the
to
sweet
make it
side.
sour. Oh,
No!
usually
No.
you do.
What? That's not true.
I'm just kidding.
Or is it? Maybe
No,
it is.
it is not.
I'm not here to tell your story. Maybe when you see me in the morning, you go, Jesus, H. I mean,
No.
honest to God.
No, it's a welcomed.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. The feeling? It's mutual.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, dude.
Although I will say, it feels like it's been a long ass week. For whatever reason.
It kind of does,
I feel like it's slowing down until next Tuesday.
And then you kick it into overdrive.
I'm hoping. I'm like, just slow down. Let's not get there.
You want to enjoy things over the next
I
couple
want
of
to enjoy
days.
my life in the 40s as much as possible.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, listen, your birthday's on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But Tuesday's a long day is what you're saying.
Tuesday at 11:59.
It'll be a blur. Do you know when you were born? Like what time of day?
August 26th. Oh, I think it was 3 p.m.
Okay.
I think it was in the afternoon.
So you're a little
I think.
afternoon baby. So you have technically almost a full Wednesday before you turn 50.
Sure.
And isn't that nice?
Yeah. Get down to the very moment.
I mean, if you're that, anti it, why not savor every second that you're 49, right?
Yeah.
And enjoy it. Because soon, Big J, you become 50, whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
And we will celebrate Big J on that day, or I guess he will celebrate himself. I won't be here, but I'll be in your thoughts, I hope, Big J.
Oh, thanks, man.
No. I'm not sure that was a compliment. I was just saying that's where I would
I'll be
like
thinking
to
about you. I'll be like, I wish I was hanging out with you.
Yeah. Well, I
Your
mean,
family.
my Wednesday will be spent in an airport the entire day.
Yeah, nobody likes that.
I don't get to like Wisconsin proper until like 6 at night, and I leave here at like 5 in the morning. But nonetheless, we got ourselves a busy Thursday planned. We're going to talk Flying Pie, Big J. Our friends Chris and Sara from Flying Pie are going to come in studio. We're going to talk about a lot of things, including the Habanero Challenge and the fact that we're going to be out there broadcasting live tonight for one of our Xfest pregame parties, an opportunity for you to win Xfest 2026 tickets every 30 minutes. And that's pretty cool as far as I'm concerned.
I think so, too.
So we're going to chat it up with them. Big J's going to give us a nerd alert today. That's going to be on tap. We also have tickets to the Western Idaho Fair to see Skillet, a band you heard not too long ago, coming your way, on top of other fun and excitement if we do our jobs correctly, Big J. So the task has been set. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then Lit is going to kick us off here on the morning after with Nick and Big J on the X.
Can Big J.
Very special anniversary for Boise State Broncos football, Big J. It is 40 years on the blue turf. And they're going to be celebrating that all year long. I don't know if you saw yesterday, they kind of celebrated by the release of their one-of-a-kind football helmet that they're going to wear for the 40th anniversary for the blue. Did you happen to see some of the pictures?
No, I didn't.
It's really cool. It's put together once again by Armando Villarreal. He is the gentleman that works with a lot of universities, has done some hand-painted helmets for the Broncos in the past, and they're going to wear this thing when they host Memphis on September 12th for the home opener at Albertson Stadium. And it features a textured rendering of the blue with individually painted blades of turf, designed to create the appearance of the actual field. An oversized 40 appears on the right side of the helmet using the same numerical font that Boise State featured on its original turf back in 1986 when you still were in short pants, Big J.
Yeah.
There are 7 hash marks that run across the top of the helmet that represents each installation of the blue throughout its 40-year history. The left side features the retro Boise State logo with the Bronco kind of bucking and the state of Idaho in the background. That was painted at midfield when they debuted the blue back in 1986. And, of course, each helmet takes at least 3 hours to complete. The process includes sanding, scuffing, airbrushing, and cleaning the helmet before the final design is applied. So a full order of these for the entire team takes 2 months for Villarreal to complete, because each one of these are hand-painted, and so it's going to be a pretty cool thing that you will see, and the special uniforms that they will kind of unveil for the 40th anniversary of Boise State football on the blue, Big J. What do you think?
Yeah, they're super cool. I'm looking at it now, and I would say those would probably end up being all auctioned off and stuff. I mean, I would assume people pay some money for that.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't know what they've done with that in the years past, but I do know that they are planning a whole line of 40th anniversary merch around this particular design. So while you may not be able to get your hands on the hand-worn or game-worn stuff, you certainly can celebrate the Broncos' 40th anniversary by throwing down some hard-earned money of your own on a nice T-shirt or a jersey or something, Big J. Please, celebrate. I beg of you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Celebramos.
Big J, how messed up is it that, of course, offshore sports books are letting people bet on the Little League World Series?
Yeah, it's pretty
messed up,
messy.
right?
Yeah. Leave those kids alone, man.
Worse yet, it is one of the most popular betting things happening right now in the world. Now, state-regulated sports books here in the U.S. strictly ban gambling on the Little League World Series, but offshore betting sites, the things that people can do online, are cashing in big time because a ton of Americans are jumping on and betting on the Little League World Series. The demand for the Little League betting action is so high in the United States that they take more bets on these 12-year-olds than they do on actual professional leagues. Some Little League games are drawing more action than actual Major League Baseball matchups, so people are into it, or we are degenerates.
It's
one of the two.
Pure, Nick.
Is that what it is?
Pure betting.
You can't get to these kids. They don't have that kind of
No, but you can get to the parents.
That's true. Little Mark, I need you to strike out. Do you understand me? Do not hit that ball. We need
Daddy,
a new
no,
car.
that's not. I gotta win.
Shut up! You shut up. Big J, Paramount Plus will begin streaming Scary Movie on September 3rd, just in time for the Halloween season. This is the 6th installment in the Scary Movie parody series, originally created by the Wayans family. They are back for the first time since Scary Movie 2. The franchise surpassed $1 billion in total earnings in June. This movie, I think, was okay, deemed as a success financially. You saw it. Did you like it?
Yeah, I mean, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was pretty much on par what I expected. I think, and I can't wait, because here in a few weeks, our friend Shantae Wayans come back. I hope she comes in here. I'd love to talk to her about it and tell her, indeed, it would have been better with her in it.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but I mean, it was nice to have, I think, everybody back into the, to the Scary Movie franchise, and I hope that they do another one and just kind of build off of it a little bit. There was some goofy shtick in it, but there always is. It's a scary movie.
But did it get some chuckles out of Big J?
Yes, I did chuckle.
All right, that's all that matters. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your first round of important stuff. It's the X Rocks.
Here's traffic.
That is White Zombie, more human than human here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Big J, you are familiar with the work and the role of AAA, correct?
AAA, you damn right.
They are experts in the world of motor vehicles, and they have laid down some pretty interesting information. And they found that over the course of the last, I guess it's probably decade or two, speeding, Big J, going faster than the posted speed limit, has become so normalized here in the United States of America that nearly a third of drivers, 33%, believe nobody actually follows posted speed limits. Do you agree or disagree with that statement, Big J?
No, I disagree. I think there are people who do. I've been behind them.
Nearly half think matching traffic flow is safer than obeying the law. Agree or disagree, Big J?
Well, and definitely in some cases, yeah.
The study surveyed 16,000 drivers and found that many consider driving 10 miles over the speed limit acceptable. Agree or disagree, Big J?
Yeah, I think 10 is probably okay. I'm more towards the 5 miles per hour over, but
I've always, maybe I'm wrong, but again, this is like an old wives' tale. I usually keep it to 5 because I've told that that's usually what, police will let you get away with. 10 is pushing it sometimes.
Plus, I feel that's there's a good plus or minus a few miles per hour that depending on the calibration of your vehicle.
Right.
So listen, I'm coming from Middleton in the morning on pretty much open roads. I could ride as fast as I wanted to with the risk of getting in trouble, but I don't. I try to keep it near the speed limit because that's what you're supposed to do. There's a reason there's a posted speed limit.
Last year, excess speed contributed to nearly 37% of U.S. traffic fatalities. That's an all-time high, according to federal data.
Speed kills, man.
Michigan is the most deadliest state when it comes to speed-related deaths. They saw a 5% increase from year after year. The findings prompted a bunch of states to intensify speed enforcement patrols. Drivers surveyed also said the only reason they actually follow the speed limit is why, Big J?
because they don't want to get a ticket.
100%.
And
the
that's
number one reason.
That's a good. I don't. What are the other reasons you should drive the speed limit?
Well, you think it'd be to be safe. You got kids in the car. You don't want anybody to get hurt.
Yeah, I'm relying upon the people who post the speed limit to understand that that's the reason why you should drive it, because it's what's safe.
Right. But of course, we are our own kind of like audience, I suppose, and we make our own decisions. But it's a good kind of thing to remember that, like, if nobody else around you is following the speed limit and chaos is in control, things are going to get really bad really quick. You know what I mean? The speed limit is there for a reason, and yes, it can be frustrating, and yes, it can be silly, and keeping up with the flow of traffic can make sense at sometimes, but, like, if you're the dude that's going 30 over and weaving in and out of traffic, that's where the fatalities happen.
For a period of time, Montana did not have a posted speed limit on the interstate, Nick. It was a suggested go 80, but it wasn't actually like, we're not going to stop. And it was so deadly, they're like, and we can't do this. We have to bring it back. We have to bring back the posted speed limit. And they made the when you would go over a certain miles per hour, it was really expensive for you if you got caught. But yeah, it was really deadly, and they rolled that back real quick.
Yeah, it is certainly dangerous, and these vehicles are big and heavy and can do some serious damage if even a little thing goes sideways. And so you just gotta be careful. Be careful, everybody.
Yeah.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. We got a nerd alert coming your way next on the X Rocks.
In tech and gaming, Big J's Nerd Alert on 100.3 The X Rocks.
All right, let's catch everybody up here on the ongoing news about Rockstar Games and the Grand Theft Auto 6, which is coming out here in November. Nick, an extended look premiere on Netflix is happening here next week. We're just 7 days away. This is kind of weird. Rather than a straightforward GTA 6 trailer 3, this special event showcase sounds like it will offer fans a deeper dive on Rockstar's highly anticipated blockbuster Grand Theft Auto 6. The extended look will become available to stream via Netflix on Thursday, August 27th at, looks like here about 1 o'clock, Nick. And
in the morning?
In the afternoon.
Oh.
And if you don't have a Netflix subscription like myself, hey, don't worry, because they'll have that extended look available on YouTube later in the day. So I don't.
What the hell's the point?
60 hours later. So I'd love to know how much Netflix is paying for that, because it can be a pretty penny, I would imagine. But here's the crazy part: that there is also now another bunch of leaks, Nick, that have been happening here the last 3 days. Rockstar's trying to cap that, but the latest video shows some gameplay. It's a section at the end of the video that has led some to speculate that the person or persons behind it have an actual working build of GTA 6. At some point, we see Jason, one of the two protagonists in the game, shoot the word leak, L-E-E-K, into the wall with bullet holes. So that is kind of unique. If true, it represents a significant escalation in the GTA 6 leaks, but up to this point, it's unclear if the leaker had only clips of the game. The game player suggests that they have a playable build, which, if true, sparks significant concern that the leakers could spoil the entire story, which would really blow. As before, the gameplay video advertises a meme coin. The leakers had launched a poll on their website asking people to pay in meme coin to vote on which game video they would leak next, Nick. Now, interesting enough, the leakers here in this particular section put out a manifesto, Nick. And they have some problems, and they would like these resolved, and they'll stop. They say it's based around the fact that they're upset about The Crew, which was a Rockstar game that isn't being made anymore, and they want to attack the heart of Stop Killing Games consumer movement after Ubisoft made it unplayable even before others built the game. So this is a Ubisoft game. CyberLeak goes on to threaten other video game publishers, presumably with gameplay leaks such as the one suffered by GTA 6. Publishers should beware, the manifesto concludes. If CyberLeak can reach Rockstar, no one is safe. This message is a call to Big Corpo, behave or be the next target, Nick. Yeah, that's not great news. But also, the gaming industry, you haven't done a lot of great things for consumers. I can kind of understand why there would be people who'd be upset by some of this stuff, and have the skills to do something about it. But please don't ruin the damn thing for the rest of us, okay?
Yeah, just stay away from anything related to the game at this point if you want to keep it pure. Because either it has your money already or it doesn't. I can't imagine anything that comes out is going to convince you if you're on the fence.
Yeah.
I don't even know anybody who's on the fence. Either they're interested or they're not, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna play the damn game.
Yeah.
To be damned.
Which is why I really have no interest in this Netflix thing. Like, I don't want to watch a half-hour commercial for a game I know I'm going to buy. It's okay. I got it. You have my money. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to know anymore. The more I know, the less I'm going to have fun playing it. So I'd rather not see any more. I already know it's going to look amazing.
Well, we'll spoil everything for you here in Nerd Alert.
No.
Nick, on the other hand, Battlefield 6 currently still having huge game downloads and also, I should say, player engagement out there. Battlefield 6 is currently in the middle of Season 4. Earlier this week, they updated the season with Part 2 of it, which includes a crossover with Top Gun. Now, Battlefield doesn't do the crossover stuff like everybody else. So for EA and DICE, they've done a good job, in my opinion, on not making the same mistake Call of Duty has made in chasing the crossover craze like Fortnite. So there aren't crazy skins or character models and none of that stuff to really ruin the essence of what's going on there. For this particular crossover, it's all about the equipment and the map. The new map dropped is a Battlefield Classic called Wake Island. And the crossover part adds a couple of gameplay modes, aircraft carriers, Nick, and the F-18 Super Hornet and the F-15 and the F-14 Tomcat. Several cutscenes feature Rooster, played by Miles Teller, and a couple other secondary characters, and of course, a bunch of theme music involved in it. So, Nick, I played this the other day. It dropped on Tuesday, and it's a lot of fun. It's great to get into the jets they've made. This map is much bigger, which is what Battlefield fans have been wanting for a long time, these bigger maps. And things are working pretty well for EA and DICE when it comes to Battlefield 6 right now.
How much was it to download the Top Gun?
Oh, no, it's free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, those are all the additional downloadable content is free. They're not making you pay. It's not like, I mean, you can pay for tier skips and things like that, but, you know, you don't really have to pay for these DLCs.
Got it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is very cool, and it's a lot of fun. So you want to check that out if you have Battlefield 6, haven't played it in a minute. And there is your Nerd Alert.
Thank you, Big J. Coming up in a few minutes, some important stuff, as well as we're going to hell. It's all next on the X Rock.
Big J.
Big J, our TVs are hurting us.
Oh, yeah.
A new study tracked 17,000 adults over 22 years and found that those who watch TV the most, doesn't matter what you're watching, just if you're in front of a TV, they were associated with smaller brain volumes in regions that shrink early in Alzheimer's disease. Now, participants who watch TV very often also showed white matter hyperintensities. That is a marker of internal brain pathway damage. Notably, people who sat just as much at desk jobs showed the opposite results. So it's not about sedentaryism or kind of sitting down. It's like TV really is rotting our brains, Big J, like they said forever.
Like our grandparents said.
What the hell? They were right?
It's going to rot your brain.
Now, these associations even held after accounting for exercise, blood pressure, diabetes, smoking, and body weight. So it didn't matter what kind of shape you were in. TV is doing its damage to you no matter what. Now, researchers are cautioning that the study shows association, not causation. The findings suggest the type of activity that you do sedentary may matter just as much as the total time sitting. So there's something that needs to be said about that. So maybe not only do you get up and around, stop spending so much time in front of that TV and those screens, Big J. You understand?
Yeah, no kidding.
Although, good luck with that. Nobody tells us what to do.
We're damn doomed.
Yeah. Pretty much every single Major League Baseball team runs a fantasy football league, and the Toronto Blue Jays came up with an interesting way to determine their draft order. The 12 Blue Jay players participating in this year's league each drew the name of a member of the team's support staff. Then those people had to throw a pitch that was timed by a radar gun. The player whose staff member threw the hardest pitch got the first pitch, and the rest went in descending order. I kind of like that. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as random, but it's kind of cool. But, you know, there is some randomness in who you select. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a bunch of players pick the right person.
Yeah, it's not like you get draft picks. You just have to put names in a hat and pull out somebody and hope your horse is a good one. But then again, listen, we've talked about this. I tend to have a strategy where I feel like I do better when my picks are later on in a snake-style fantasy football draft than it would be at the beginning of a draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've had this discussion before where I would almost rather be right in the middle than at either one of the ends. But if I had to pick an end, I'll take the 12th pick over the first pick. That means I get 2 picks in the first, 13 and not 1 or 2 in the top 24. That feels like a disadvantage to me. But it's all about strategy, I suppose, right?
Well, listen, your strategy won last year.
It did. And my quarterback was Jacoby Brissett. So what does that tell you, Big J?
It tells us that for years you didn't pick a quarterback in the opening rounds, not even until the end of the rounds, and one time out of 19 years it worked.
Yeah, listen, then it sounds like I have a pretty sound strategy because you pick quarterbacks early, and how many of you won?
I don't know. I picked them when everybody else picked. I do not pick a quarterback.
I don't remember hearing your answer. How many of you won?
In this league, 0.
That's right. Hey, Big J, something interesting is happening in the Sons of Anarchy verse.
God damn it, I was going to talk about
Charlie Hunnam, Ron Perlman, Katie Seagal, Kim Coates, our friend, and Theo Rossi, another friend of the show.
Yeah.
Are all coming back in a new series called Legends for FX. Now, a lot of you are saying, okay, how are they coming back? Aren't all, if not most of them, dead in the Sons of Anarchy verse? Spoilers for Sons of Anarchy.
Well, Hunneman is for sure.
And what's that?
Hunneman's character is for sure.
Hunnam. But yeah,
Hunneman.
Perlman, no, it's still wrong.
That's how I call it.
Katie Seagal, also dead. Theo Rossi. Listen, every single one of these characters are dead in Sons of Anarchy. But the way this one is going to work is they're playing versions of themselves. They're attending a fan convention, like a Comic-Con, where they're like, come meet the stars of Sons of Anarchy, when they encounter a dangerous real-world threat and have to work together to get rid of this threat. It's like a meta kind of like thriller series for FX. It sounds, listen, if it's done right, it could be very interesting, right?
Well, let's see. Let's take some examples of how it's been done right and wrong. Okay, so I think the End of the World, the one with James Franco and Seth Rogen, who played themselves.
This is the end.
This is the end. Yes. I thought that was great. I thought that was hilarious and well done. Even though some of those people now are less than ideal to cast in anything. But then you take another kind of meta, the JVC. Remember Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yes.
And that Amazon Prime that had so much. It had so much opportunity, and the first episode that they did, it was like, this is going to be awesome.
The movie was great too.
Yeah, and then the series sucked.
Yeah, it was not good.
Terrible. So there's some good and some bad when it comes to this. I'm pretty stoked to see how this goes.
I am too. I am a Sons of Anarchy fan. I like all of the people involved in it, and so I would hope that this is a successful kind of thing. It'll be nice to see all of them together again, sharing the screen. I like that as well. But it is important to note that nobody from Sons of Anarchy behind the scenes other than Hunnam is involved. He will be an executive producer. He also created the project, so he's obviously going to have his hands in how this kind of plays out. But it'll be interesting to see. And I imagine it'll be coming our way in 2028 or something like that.
Yeah.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. We're going to go to hell next on the X Rocks.
Won't you join me in my own private hell?
The Morning After with Nick and Big J on 100.3 The X Rocks.
Headed up north to Ottawa, Canada for today's We're Going to Hell story, Big J.
Oh, Canada, eh?
Let's start here. Do you know what busking is?
Busking? No, I don't think so.
So, if you were to go, usually it's a larger thing in Europe and other countries, but it's anybody that really is performing anything on the street, like in, Fremont Street in Vegas.
Okay.
People that are singing are out there. It's called busking or performing or whatever the case may be. But you do your thing on the street, hoping people swing by, drop a couple of dollars in your basket or your hat or whatever, and that is how you get through the day, right?
Yeah.
And so there's lots of different things that you can do when you're out there busking. And so Kevin Murison has, for the last 7 years, Big J, been somebody that spends a lot of his time out there on Ottawa's busiest sidewalks, on the weekends mostly. But he likes to spend his spare time busking. Now, he does it a little bit differently than most.
Okay.
Kevin is a very talented bagpipe player, Big J.
Nice.
Now, I'm sure you have been around bagpipes before, and they are pretty impressive when they are done correctly, right?
Yeah, totally.
And Kevin, by all accounts, I don't have any audio here, but he's been doing it for a long time. He appears to be one of the better ones that perform with the instrument. He gets a ton of positive comments. He makes a ton of tips on the weekend. People love his playing. But Big J, bagpipes are one of those divisive instruments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, there are people that are like, yeah, when it's done well, I can certainly get behind a nice little bagpipe kind of fun thing. I love Jonathan Davis when he pulls out the bagpipe on stage, right? Who doesn't love that?
Yeah.
But there are other people that go, my dear God, what is that terrible, awful noise that is coming out of that general direction? It doesn't sound nice. It makes my ears hurt, etc., etc. And so maybe this is not the kind of reaction that Kevin was expecting, but last weekend, overlooking the Ottawa locks, one of the busiest sidewalks there in Ottawa, somebody was passing by and did not enjoy that Kevin was playing his bagpipe. And so basically, Big J, he pulled out a knife and started shredding up his bagpipe bag right there on the street, huh?
Well, that's not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool at all. No. As a matter of fact, he also stabbed Kevin in the process.
Oh, geez.
Left him with a, now you have to keep this in mind, over there in Canada, they use the metric system, right?
Yes.
So it was a 15-centimeter gash that has left basically in his stomach that needed, it looks like, here's 6 stitches, so that'll give you an idea of how long 15 centimeters is, Big J. And the weirder thing was, it appeared to be like a strategic thing because he was at his usual spot around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. A vehicle pulled up to the curb. A man got out and then started stabbing his bagpipes and then nicked him in the process, Big J.
Damn.
And then he got back in the car and the car drove away. It was like a drive-by bagpipe stabbing that happened in Ottawa, Canada. What the hell? He thought it was like kind of like a joke, and then he looked down and his hand was covered in blood. His bagpipes were no longer working, etc. Passerbys had to call 911. Police quickly arrived. They bandaged him up and took him to the hospital. They soon located the suspect's vehicle nearby as a helpful kind of like passerby photographed the license plate before they got away. So a 25-year-old man is now facing numerous charges, including assault with a weapon. But what the heck's going on here, Big J? It seemed like it was without provocation. You just kind of pulled up and stabbed him.
Maybe it's one of those things where he's driven by several times. Like, this guy does the busking all the time, right?
Yes.
He's probably, God, that guy's terrible. I hate that thing. And then he just snapped. Like, I'm done with this.
Your theory has a lot in line with what Kevin thinks. Kevin is like, I think he just really wanted to make me stop playing my bagpipes and went after the bagpipes, and I was just collateral damage for that. He thinks that the bagpipes were the target, and he got caught some shrapnel in that particular attack. But either way, Big J, they started a crowdfunding, and less than 4 days later, he got a brand new bag of bagpipes, so he's out there performing again. And why the hell not, right?
Yeah, nice, man.
Not going to let some stabbing keep you down, are you?
No, man.
You got to make that money. You understand me?
Money!
So he's back out there busking. So the We're Going to Hell story has a happy ending. But even if you don't like somebody busking, let's not attack them. Agree or disagree, Big J?
I'm with you on that. That's not necessary.
Thank you. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your We're Going to Hell story. We're going to talk flying pie. We're going to talk it next on the X Rocks. Morning After with Nick and Big J. And it is time that we visit with our friends from Flying Pie because we got some goings-ons that we need to talk about. We have Sara and Chris in studio. Hi, guys.
Hey, good morning.
Hello there.
Thank you for coming in and talking about things. We'll get to the pre-party in a second, but let's talk about as we enter in it's the final month of Habanero season, right? We're getting close.
We got just over 30 days left.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so how has it been going at Flying Pie?
I don't know. From my opinion, it's been going great. I look at the numbers. I look at the sales overall as a whole company, and we're selling tons of habanero pizzas this year. It's been surprising because we haven't sent out any coupons in the mail, but people are just flocking in to get these hot pizzas.
You got us hooked, dude. You got us hooked.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what happens.
That capsaicin is just like, I need it. I need to
It's
feel the burn.
addicting.
Is it tough, like, once habanero season is over? Like, it's pretty intense, with not only that, but all the stuff you have to do in the kitchen to make it all work right. Is it just kind of like a weird vibe afterwards?
It's less stressful, I think, because like we're all really concerned about like safety and macing people in the kitchen and not touching your face, things. I don't know. It's a little bit less effort. It's a little bit less busy. I don't know. It's fun. The busyness is super exciting, though. We love it.
I can imagine. And of course, you have an opportunity to take advantage of it yourself over the next 30 days or so at all of the Treasure Valley Flying Pie locations. We're going to focus on the Fairview location because, Sarah, that's your home base. And also, it's where we're going to be hanging out tonight to try to give away some Xfest tickets. It's one of our pre-parties. We're going to be out there from 6 to 8 broadcasting live tonight with Adam. Hopefully you can stop by and grab yourself some Xfest tickets and some habanero pie because you've got the challenges going on as well. It's your kind of way of upping the ante. Talk us through that a little bit, Chris.
Yeah, so the habanero challenges are open to all Flying Pie Community Plus Rewards members. All you have to do is be a rewards member, order a 12-inch habanero pizza of any level, and for each level, we're giving out just a ton of extra bonus hearts as a way to reward you for beating the challenge. Not only the hearts, but we have cool badge stickers that we made for each level so you can display that you conquered each level as you go. And the extra hearts, add up quick, so you'll be getting free food in no time once you've conquered those challenges.
So you're saying I can get free food by eating really hot stuff?
That's it. That's
I love
the
it.
whole
That's
premises.
awesome.
Yes.
It's quite the challenge. I guess you can also kind of see how many people take the heat level challenges as it goes up. Have the quad and triple hobs been very popular this year?
They have been popular this year. We started the challenges going on just 2 weeks now for the extra points, and we've already sold a ton, almost 100 of each level at the 12-inch size. So people are just devouring them.
Has there ever been any discussion? I know we've been doing this for decades now, about moving to a different pepper or like a hotter pepper, like the Scorpion, anything like that.
Not since I've been there 9 years. It's habanero season, and we're eating habaneros. We did the quad 8 years ago now. We added that, and we do put the ghost pepper drizzle, so it's even hotter than any habanero pizza we've sold. But for now, that's where we're going to hang out.
Yeah, I like that better because to me, it's like the habanero is a special pepper because it's got flavor and it's spicy. But once you get past that, it's just like flamethrower on you.
Yeah,
It's
you're going to
fire.
put somebody in the emergency room if we make anything hotter
We already
than the
have
quad.
waivers. I don't know how much
Yeah.
hotter it could possibly be, but you're definitely putting the challenge in the habanero challenge, that's for sure. So you could take advantage of that. I imagine all it takes is somebody to search Flying Pie in the Google Play Store or the store of their choice, and it's free and ready to go.
That's it. Yeah, we have our custom app, and you can download that and join the Pie Community Plus there. You can always just go to flyingpie.com and join the rewards program there. Either one works. Once you're in, you're in. You just need a phone number to get your order connected, and you get your free points.
You also get a free birthday pizza if you put your birthday in there too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's a bonus. Everybody loves that.
You guys do a great job with that. You, of course, have your names of the day that you can do stuff with sometimes. So there's lots of great stuff you can grab at Flying Pie. So we encourage you to download it. And then join us tonight. We're going to be out from 6 to 8 broadcasting live at the Fairview location, which is right down the street from the old radio station here. 6508 West Fairview is where you can go. And we're going to be there for an Xfest pre-party where we're going to be certainly pizzaing it up at some point tonight and giving away some Xfest tickets so you can swing on by. And again, one of the things I love about the Flying Pie, at least the Fairview location, the beautiful taps that you guys have on rotation there. You can grab yourself a beverage, a great pizza, and enjoy some Xfest fun tonight. So thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Chris, for coming in.
Yeah,
talking all
absolutely.
about it.
Thank you
See
for
you guys
having
tonight.
us.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate
ass.
it. Yeah, come hang out with us.
Awesome, guys. Is that
The morning after with Nick and Big J.
level with me, Big J? How often do you go to the dollar store?
Me personally, not that often, but the wife goes there constantly.
What are some of the things that are staples of your shopping spree at the dollar store? Do you know?
Yeah, lately it's been cat toys.
Okay, that makes sense. Makes perfect sense. It's a wonderful place for your animals and things that you can get. Usually household items, a lot of cleaning supplies. I go there a lot for a whole bunch of different things around the house. But a new study that analyzed data from more than 76 million people across 50 major cities in the United States found that living near a dollar store was consistently associated with higher rates of obesity, Big J. What the hell's going on here now?
Great question. I don't know.
Living near traditional grocery stores showed the opposite effect, strangely enough. The associations held even after researchers adjusted for neighborhood economic hardship, including income, unemployment, vehicle access. Dollar stores accounted for more than 33% of accessible grocery sources in the typical American neighborhood, according to those studied. Now, rather than adding new grocery stores to underserved areas, authors are suggesting improving food quality inside existing dollar stores as a potential solution. Because as we all know, Big J, the dollar store is no longer everything's a dollar, right?
Right.
It's like everything's rounded up or down to the nearest dollar. And there are things that are there that are $4, $5, $6, those kinds of things. It's just easier for you to do the math in your head how much you're spending when you go shopping at the dollar store because of the round numbers.
Yeah.
Make it easy for people like us to add these things up. But so it could be possible for you to improve the quality, but that all depends, I guess, on the stockers and buyers for those particular grocery stores, right?
Yeah.
Although, I mean, like, I know that there are things there. I don't know if I can't speak to buying a lot of food at the dollar store, Big J. Is that something that you and the family do?
Yeah, no, not really.
Not that I'm below it. It's just I don't do it.
A lot of candy is available there, that's for sure.
Hey,
I think that's where part of the problem is here.
Ties into the obesity and diabetes, right?
Yeah, because you don't realize. You're like, oh, it's just $1. And the next thing you go to get a handful of stuff. And before
you're double fisting Snickers bars, you don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you're like, oh, man, look at all those Reese's peanut butter cups. Those are the best. I want them all.
I've never seen a 100-gram bar in the wild. I got to get one. And
it's a Buster bar. Oh, delicious.
And so that starts the chain of events. Just be careful, be cognizant, understand what you're purchasing, and try to do things the best way you can for your health and your body. Please and thank you. Big J, boy, is Michigan in Ohio State's head. This year, Ohio State will be holding its senior day before any of the seniors have taken a snap this season. Now, traditionally, most senior days in college sports is held during the final home game of a season, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Ohio State head coach Ryan Day wants the week before that showdown against Michigan to be like a normal game week as possible. He doesn't want to be celebrating the seniors. He wants his team in the right headspace for this huge game against the Michigan Wolverines. So he decided to remove the senior day calendar from the senior day ceremony from the calendar and other distractions before that critical matchup. So now the senior day ceremony will be held September 5th. That is before Ohio State's first game of the season against Ball State. Kind of a ripoff to the seniors, no offense.
Yeah, Nick, I would say, where do you think that Michigan versus Ohio State ranks in the rivalry games?
Oh, I think it's pretty up there.
Against all sports.
I think it's pretty up there. I mean,
it's like close to number one.
You know, these two teams don't just like play every year. They legitimately hate everything about each other.
Yeah, I was like watching some sports stuff, Nick, and a couple of former players from these are like, this is more important to a lot of the guys in the team than the national championship.
Yeah.
Because you're guaranteed to get into this game once every year.
Right.
And it's really important that you win it. And for them to try to lighten that mood, it seems like it's kind of a weird flex thing to do.
Yeah, it's also, it's like a lifelong thing. Like players that go to these colleges hate the other college until the day they die, you know?
Yeah,
if you talk to somebody that's an Ohio State fan right now and you bring up Michigan, it doesn't matter if they're 50 or they're 20, they'll tell you to go screw yourself, you know?
It's kind of like me and University of Idaho.
Yeah, even though most of everybody else has moved on because they don't play each other in a lot of sports.
I still hate them. My sister graduated from the University of Idaho. I got tons of friends that are from Vandals.
The other thing was, it was never really much of a rivalry either. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
It was pretty. I know you say early on. I'm just saying when people started to recognize what Boise State was, it stopped being a rivalry.
It flip-flopped so fast because for the longest period of time, the Vandals kind of owned that rivalry. Yeah. And then all hell broke loose, and now they barely have a football team.
Well, yeah. I mean, now they're not even a Division I football team anymore.
Yeah.
Dakota Johnson, reportedly, Big J, is single once again. Ooh. She has broken up with the singer Role Model. In other news, Dakota Johnson was dating singer Role Model. Did you know?
Who the hell is Role Model? This is what I'm talking about when I'm like, I'm about to be 50. I don't know who the hell Role Model is. That's a real name of somebody?
Yeah, no, he's a real singer. He's got like a couple of hit songs. Yeah. Different, more in like the alternative side of things than
still. Though,
I would say a direct competitor to Coldplay. No offense to Coldplay.
It's rock adjacent, at least.
Sure. A source tells people they split up a while ago, though. Of course, they dated since late last year, and Dakota Johnson even has a role in Role Model's new album. She has got a spoken word track on it, so even though they're not together, you can still hear Dakota Johnson on Role Model's new album. Now, of course, she and Chris Martin were together for a while between 2017 and 2025, even engaged at one point, but now she's back doing her own thing, Big J. So our apologies to Role Model for not only
I'm not sorry
who you are, but also kind of taking this one on the chin as well. Morning After with Nick and Big J coming up in a few minutes. We got your pop culture smackdown. Hold on. It's the X Rocks.
On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Yep, and we have some tickets to the Western Idaho Fair here to hook you up with. That kicking off today. So Western Idaho Fair kicking off today out there at Expo Idaho. And so we'll get you set up with these, of course. Next week, we would love for you to come and join us with these tickets to Skillet. That is who's playing at the grandstand on Tuesday night, X Day out at the fair. We'll be out there broadcasting from 10 a.m. on, so come out, hang out with us, and drop by the X tent. Sign up for an opportunity for you to meet Skillet, okay? So that's all right here for you. You got to beat me Pop Culture Smackdown to get these for free.
208-287-1003 if you'd like to win these Western Idaho Fair passes that you can use at your leisure, although we are going to be pointing you in the direction of Tuesday, of course, so you can go see Skillet for free with these tickets that you could win from Big J if you're ready. Are you ready,
Yeah, I'm
Big
ready.
J?
And
All right.
using these on another day would be a slap in the face.
Hello, the X.
How's it going?
What's up, man? What's your name?
Brian.
Brian, you're up first. In the comics and in the movies, what villain breaks Batman's back?
Bane.
Bane is correct.
Right.
Big J, do your Bane voice.
Oh, wait, that's Yoda. I
What
I
happened?
gotta have a line or something, and I'm like, I was
How
born
about-
in the darkness.
No, never mind. I regret asking it.
Go to hell.
Big J, what is the name of John Carpenter's first feature movie that got a theatrical release?
Assault on Precinct 13.
That is incorrect.
He
He made a movie with the...
was a Star.
You're close.
Starman
Star is
or-
part of it. Not Starman. That came after. But
Yeah, I don't.
the movie is called Dark Star.
Oh,
Dark Star is the movie John Carpenter made first. Congratulations, Ryan. That means you win. You've got these Western Idaho Fair tickets. You're good to go, and you get to enjoy a little bit of Skillet action on Tuesday, if you ask us. Morning After with Nick and Big J. We got some headlines. They're next on the X Rocks.
Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Headlines are as follows, Big J. Not funny. The scene of the crime and more TV violence.
not funny.
Philadelphia police are searching for a young man that is wearing a Halloween-style mask who has been threatening people in pre-dawn encounters in downtown Philly. The suspect is estimated between 16 and 20 years old, appears to be filming the confrontations on his phone while wearing what resembles a Chucky doll mask. He runs up to people in Center City and chases down people that are like running early in the morning, runs up behind them, holds his phone towards them, and then screams, "Are you ready to die?" And then the people obviously freak out because that's not something a normal person would say to them, right?
No, that's not.
And they get upset about it. Police say he suggested at one point he had a weapon, but he has never shown any weapon. It appears he's doing this just for the reactions to get them on his phone, presumably for some account that he is posting somewhere. But he is facing a ton of different charges now, including terroristic threats, harassment, simple assault, and intimidation, Big J. So they're going to try to find this guy, but it's not cool to put on a mask and run up to people with your phone and scream things in their face.
I also feel like that would be dangerous.
Yes, it
Like,
is.
I feel like this guy's lucky he hasn't been shot.
Maybe
stabbed
he's
or beaten to death.
He's figuring out things or picking people for this particular thing, judging from those criteria. But either way, not cool. Don't do it. Very bad. Agree or disagree, Big J?
Yeah.
The scene of the crime or more TV violence?
More TV violence.
Florida man took that to a whole new level by throwing a television at cops sent to arrest him from running around his balcony, waving his exposed genitals at innocent bystanders, Big J. Deputies were called to Marcus Butler's apartment after he disrobed and went public and basically just kind of showed off everybody his junk. The 40-year-old then refused to obey orders to put some pants on. He then freaked out and began throwing household appliances at the officers, striking several vehicles in the process. When he did go inside, he began screaming that he was going to barricade himself in his home. SWAT team members then forced their way into his dwelling and hauled him off to jail, where he was charged with indecent exposure, criminal mischief, and battery, Big J. Can't be chucking TVs at people, especially when you're fully nude. Out on your balcony, right?
Yeah.
He was having what we like to call an episode, Big J.
Yep.
Did not go well for him. Wrap it up with the scene of a crime. An 18-year-old Louisiana man is facing charges after allegedly stealing snacks from a convenience store, then returning while police were still on the scene. Around 12:30 at night on August 11th, John Jordan allegedly walked out of a Circle K on Olive Street without paying for 3 packages of donuts, 2 honey buns, a pound cake, and a fountain drink. You got a bit of a sweet tooth, Big J.
I would say he's going to get diabetes.
That totaled $19.88. Officers searched the area but couldn't locate him. Jordan then returned to the store shortly after and then was, of course, arrested because the person behind the counter recognized him as the man that walked out, went, that's the dude right there. He's just standing right there.
What an idiot.
That's him. So investigators then linked him to a separate burglary at a local Elks Lodge and discovered an outstanding theft warrant as well. And so police were like, hey, listen, returning to the scene does really work, just not in the way that he probably would have hoped. So he's been arrested. And on top of that, Big J, him being from Louisiana, you probably hate the way he talks, too.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of things going against him, that John Jordan.
I would imagine robbing places would be hard for him. Nobody understand what he's saying. What? What do you want me to
sound
do?
like a stick-up. It sounds like he just kind of grabbed stuff and ran out.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure how much communication was involved there, but you may be right. Maybe that's why he's resorted to that way of thieving.
Why
things.
doesn't anybody hand over the stuff when I ask them?
These guys sound like Gambit. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your headlines. You're up to date on everything. It is the X Rocks. Here's some Metallica. Enter Sandman. It's the Morning After with Nick and Big J here on the X Rocks, and it's one of our responsibilities, I feel, to try to keep people's fingers on the pulse of what's happening in and around them, to keep them up to date on things that are going down so that they feel like they have everything figured out, and the least we can do is help out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is our job, to give you the what's going on and the trends and that sort of stuff, and also because our generation, Nick, Generation X, doesn't give a damn usually about stuff. So, they're not going to pay attention to a lot of this. But Gen Z has a new insult word that is important that you understand so that when you hear it, you don't have to be the person who's like, what's that mean? And that word is, Nick, polyester. Have you heard this?
I have, because somebody, was it last week? Yeah, somebody came in for an acoustic session that we had and was showing the kids around, and somebody said that your office was polyester. So what does it mean?
Mine?
Yes. It's like the most polyester office they've ever seen. I don't know what it meant.
Oh, my God.
What did it say?
Who is that person?
I don't
want to
know.
beat him down right now.
I don't know.
Because here is what it means. Calling something polyester, Nick, means it's fake, cheap, inauthentic, mass-produced, or trying too hard to look impressive. And I'm like, I don't think they know what it means, because there's nothing like inauthentic there. That's as authentic as you can get.
Well, maybe to them it was. I don't know.
I think they're misunderstanding. They should be thinking more like, this is so old, as opposed to what these are saying.
I'd put this kid 10 years old conservatively, if I had to guess.
Okay. So, yeah, they
heard
their older sibling probably say it or something and just copied them, because part of this is that you're looking too hard to trying to look impressive, Nick. It's based on the idea that polyester fabric is a synthetic material often associated with cheap, fast fashion clothing, as opposed to higher-end natural fabrics like cotton, wool, and linen. That makes sense. I don't know if that necessarily lines up. I would say my office area looks old, like an old person at this point.
I mean, I don't know. I thought I misheard them. That's how I was like, it couldn't have been polyester. And I kind of dismissed it until you just said it.
That's that. They were definitely trying to lay down something. I don't know if they realized what they were trying to say.
I don't know if they realized who they were messing with.
Yeah. I mean, like a picture of Airwolf. I don't really think that falls in line with polyester necessarily. It's weird.
It is weird.
And it's a call to the 80s for sure, but
I don't know what they could have possibly. I'm trying to think of anything else that's like hanging in your office. I mean, it's a little untidy, I guess, but nothing too crazy. There's a didgeridoo. Is that still up in your office?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. Is the flag still up there too in the back?
Yeah, the Hell Yeah flag.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Hell Yeah autograph flag.
Maybe they didn't know who Hell Yeah was, and they're like, oh, geez, that seems kind of like they're trying too hard. But
yeah.
I don't know. I can't speak for what this child said and why they wanted to insult you. But it clearly hurt your feelings, and I'm sorry.
Well, no, it doesn't hurt I'm just shocked by it because mostly it didn't line up with what this means necessarily. Because I'm sure not the person trying to impress somebody with my office. If you've ever been over there, I feel like it's very narrow in scope when it comes to some of the things I like.
But
so.
I will keep an eye out, and I will make sure to correct somebody the next time I hear it.
If people are throwing down polyester, it means you're a fake ass poser.
Okay,
is pretty much what we would say.
Good to know, and I will try to track down that child for you. Morning.
Well,
after,
I didn't realize it was a kid, so
Nick
I mean, I'm going to let it slide this time.
Jay. We got your bad impressions. They're next on the X Rock.
I'm
not impressed.
On the morning after with Nick and Big J.
Yeah, we got some tickets up here for grabs today. Coming to the Knitting Factory next Tuesday, Red Fang and The Sword. And this should be an awesome concert. We'll get you lined up with these tickets. Just got to figure out bad impressions here this morning.
If you would like to go, 208-287-1003 is, of course, the number. You were going to play a game called Bad Impressions. Big J's got 3 clues for you. They're all supposed to point you in the direction of...
famous actress.
If you can figure out who that actress is in 3 clues or less, congratulations. These tickets become your tickets, so we wish you all the best of luck. Hello, the X.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. What's up? What's your name?
Matt.
All right, Matt, you're up.
Times move pretty fast. Seems so long ago, starring next to Keanu Reeves in Speed.
Oh, is it Sandra Bullock?
Yeah, there you go.
Nailed it,
Hey.
dude. Good job. Hang on 1 second. We'll hook you up with those tickets to go check out The Sword and Red Fang at the Knitting Factory on Tuesday. What were clues 2 and 3?
I'm considered America's sweetheart, maybe thanks to Miss Congeniality? ? And I can do drama like in Gravity or comedy like in The Proposal.
And why is Sandra Bullock in the news?
Not the greatest, kind of sad news, but she's opening up a little bit. Of course, her longtime partner, Brian Randall, passed away here recently from ALS, Nick. And she has been openly talking about this here recently where he had asked to keep it a private matter. And so she calls that kind of traumatic because she couldn't share that information with anybody, even some family members. She was on the Smartless podcast, and she said that he'd asked her not to disclose the illness, leaving her unable to explain what was happening, even to people close to her. He passed away in 2023 at the age of 57 from ALS. She said that she began grieving years before his death as his condition progressed and discussed the emotional toll the illness took on their beloved family and their blended family. And so that would be really, really hard. It's a tough thing when you're in a relationship like that and one becomes the caretaker, and seeing this a lot with, early onset of Alzheimer's, Nick, and those sort of things, just really, really difficult, no matter what stage or station in life you are. So kind of heart goes out to her having to go through that, but now she's getting a chance to talk about it, and hopefully it'll give others an opportunity to realize that, they've got a role in this as well.
And sometimes, heck, it was 3 years ago, but you still walk that path every single day. And the only way you can heal those wounds is by talking about them sometimes. And not everybody has the platform or, the kind of sounding off board that Sandra Bullock has. But still, that's got to be nice to be able to express yourself in that particular way. And hopefully that will lead her back onto a path where she feels a little bit better about things.
Yeah, she will be reprising her role in the movie Practical Magic. So Practical Magic 2 will be coming out this year, returning to theaters with her buddy Nicole Kidman.
Are you interested in that at all?
I don't think so. I don't know if I was a big Practical Magic fan, like the first one.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. But not enough where you're like, I can't wait for the further adventures
no
of
hocus
and
pocus.
the daughters to these two. That's the only witch comedy you recognize.
Yes.
Got it. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your bad impressions. We wrap up the show here next on the X.
The most advanced.
Perfect Circle, their latest star list here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. If I may, Big J, I'd like to extend a thank you to both Sara and Chris from the Flying Pie for coming in.
Yeah.
Talking about the Habanero Challenge that is currently ongoing via the website for Flying Pie or your Flying Pie app. And, of course, letting you know that you should show up tonight for the Xfest pre-party. We're taking over the Flying Pie on Fairview this evening, 6508 West Fairview, from 6 until 8 o'clock tonight. Adam going to be broadcasting live. We'll have an opportunity to give you tickets to Xfest 2026 every 30 minutes. So going out there, having some fun, grabbing yourself a pie, grabbing a beverage or two. A great opportunity for you to get tickets to a show that now officially, Big J, has a low ticket warning. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
So you have
whatever that means, we don't know.
To go into and make sure you grab those tickets for free while you can. We also had a chance to talk about busking and how you shouldn't be cutting up bagpipes if you're not a fan. That's not cool. And we also updated your vernacular, I believe, Big J, today, which is always nice.
Yeah, whatever it is, we're not polyester.
But we leave that with you and the floor, Big J.
Sad, Nick, but today would have been Dimebag Darrell's 60th birthday.
Rest in peace, man.
60.
Sad. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks that both the Paul brothers are gone.
100%, man. It is unfortunate. But I'm sure Jason Drew will probably take care of things maybe later today. We'll see.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. That's going to do it for us. Mr. Jason Drew, the aforementioned, will be coming in next. We will see you guys tomorrow. It's the X Rocks.